A sculptor never grows the stone. He finds it, sees something in it nobody else can, and decides what it becomes. That is the whole job. That has always been the whole job. The visuals you see are AI. The voice you hear is AI. The music underneath it is AI. Every single stone is AI. But what you're actually watching, the thing that made you stop scrolling, the reason any of this feels like something rather than nothing, that is not AI. That never will be. If that bothers you, there are plenty of statues without a sculptor. The noise of the Central Transit Plaza is a physical thing, a low, constant hum that vibrates through the soles of Svun's boots. She stands frozen amidst the river of bodies, a single, still point in a current of purposeful strangers. In her hand, she clutches a smooth metallic card. It has a room number etched on it. She has no idea how she got it or where she came from. The air is clean, the light is even and shadowless, and a profound sense of dislocation makes her feel like she's underwater. She follows the flow, letting it carry her toward the residential blocks. A journey guided by an instinct she doesn't recognize as her own. Her assigned room is small, clean, and utterly impersonal. It has everything needed for one person to exist, but nothing for them to live. The next day, trying to find the civic cafeteria, she takes a wrong turn and finds herself in the quiet side streets. Here, the hum of the plaza fades. The architecture is older, the stone worn smooth. The light filters down between the tall buildings, creating long, soft-edged shadows. It's a relief until the loneliness hits her, a sudden, crushing weight of something lost. The feeling is so intense, it makes her stumble, her bag slipping from her shoulder. Its contents spill across the cobblestones, the metallic keycard clattering away into a gutter. A moment of pure panic. Before she can react, a hand reaches down, plucking the card from the grate. She looks up to see a man, Alamus. He offers her the card with a small, understanding smile. "Easy to lose things here," he says, his voice calm and even. Their fingers brush as she takes it. A jolt, not of electricity, but of familiarity. They both feel it, a silent question passing between their eyes before he gives a slight nod and continues on his way. Svun is assigned a role in the old administrative district, a place of silent, towering archives and the faint scent of dust and recycled air. Her job is data entry, transferring faded records from physical manifests to a terminal. The work is hypnotic, meaningless. One afternoon, a small commotion pulls her from her trance. Two civic enforcers, their faces blank and professional, are escorting an elderly man from his workstation. He moves slowly, his shoulders slumped, but his eyes burn with a quiet fire. His output has been inconsistent. A supervisor explains to no one in particular. The man drops a small carved wooden bird, a personal item. An enforcer kicks it aside without a second thought. Svun's hands clench on her terminal. A hot, furious wave washes over her, an instinct so powerful it almost makes her stand up and scream. Protect him. That isn't right. That isn't just. The feeling is an echo from a life she cannot recall. For a heartbeat, the overhead lights in the district flicker and dim, casting the cavernous room in a deep, moody twilight that only she seems to notice. The moment passes. The enforcers and the old man are gone. The lights return to their normal, sterile brightness. But the rage remains, a cold knot in her stomach. The feeling lingers, a bitter taste she can't shake. That evening, seeking air, she finds herself on one of the high, arching, elevated walkways that crisscross the city. The view is endless blocks and towers, all bathed in a soft, perpetual dusk. She sees a figure at the far end of the bridge, leaning against the railing, sketching in a small book. It's Alamus. He looks up as she approaches, not with surprise, but with a quiet sense of expectation. He doesn't ask what's wrong. Instead, he gestures to the cityscape. "Sometimes I try to draw the same view twice," he says softly, "but it never feels the same. The lines are right, but the feeling is different." S1 says nothing, just stands beside him, gripping the cold railing. His presence isn't demanding, it's an anchor. They stand in shared silence for a long time, the unspoken tension in her slowly uncoiling. He offers a genuine, gentle smile. It helps to find a high place. A few days later, he finds her in a public cafe. This time, the meeting feels less like chance. The cafe is bright, filled with the low murmur of conversation and the clink of ceramic cups. It's a perfect picture of normalcy. They make awkward, surface-level conversation about their assigned jobs, the taste of the synthetic coffee. Then, in a moment of vulnerability, Alamus leans forward. "Does any of this feel real to you?" he asks, his voice barely a whisper. "Or does it feel like a well-rehearsed play? Everyone knows their lines, but no one remembers writing the script." As he speaks, S1 notices it. A man at a nearby table laughs. A woman drops a spoon. A server calls out an order. Then a second later, the exact same sequence of sounds repeats. The laugh, the clatter, the call. A perfect, momentary audio loop. Her eyes widen. She looks at Alamus, but he seems not to have noticed, lost in his own thought. The unease returns, sharper this time. The play is flawed. The stage machinery is showing. That night, they walk together, ending up back in the quiet side streets where they first met. The light here is warmer, more intimate. The air is still. "I feel like I'm missing a part of myself," S1 admits, the words tumbling out before she can stop them. "Not a memory, a limb, something vital." Alamus stops under a softly glowing street lamp. He looks at her, his expression unreadable but deeply empathetic. He doesn't offer platitudes or false hope. He just listens. He sees the profound loneliness in her, a mirror of a question he's long since stopped asking himself. Without thinking, he reaches out and gently places his hand on her forearm. The touch is brief, warm, and grounding. It's not a romantic advance, but a simple human acknowledgement. "I see you. You are not alone in this." The contact sends a tremor through S1, not of surprise, but of deep, aching recognition. The week ends not with an answer, but with a silent pact made under a strange light. A shared understanding that something is deeply wrong, and that they might be the only ones who feel it.